All right. Good morning. I don't know. Oh, oops, I copied the wrong thing. Copy link. There we go. So, first things first. I am not wearing my headphones today because I have a minor headache. I still have them on, but the only thing is I might end up just messing up, like not turning off background music when I go to unmute the game or something. All right, there we go. And post my thing. Is this on mute? It is. Good. I'll try to remember, but I might forget. I'm like softly sick, but mainly just congested, so. We roll on though. I have. So, today, before I play the game at all, I have 4 fights planned. I have looked at the 5th fight, which I think is Quincy, and oh my god, that fight is insane. I do not have the fortitude to calc that fight. I calced 2 a couple days ago, I think 2 days ago. I calced 1 yesterday, and then I calced 1. Like, I finished that one this morning, and then I calced another today. Which means I have enough fights planned to get to this location with this encounter pool on Victory Road B1F land. I've thought a bit about my Victory Road encounter, and the 2 main high rolls are calcing that one more fight. No, the carbing Hylo rocks. The carbing fight was easy. It's the one after that with the grassy terrain and the sand and the mega ampharos. That one is insane. The sturdy carbing, genuinely that fight was super easy. I have a 5-mon line with a bunch of guys underleveled. Very, very easy. Or I just have a decent box for it. I think Urshifu Dark is really good on that fight. He kind of just chains a couple. It does a thing that, like, Urshifu Water just couldn't. So, with the 4 fights planned, I've been eyeing this pool a lot. It would have been really cool if I hit Pacific-Log Gengar to make this pool, like, really insane. But I still think Gengar can be fine. Alakazam seems solid. It's weird, like, Zam is theoretically insane. Yeah, I know. I know. I get the Master Ball after 3 fights, and I get down to B1F after 4. You get down to B1F Water after 5. The 1F pool is awful. I need to make sure that my repel is on. I mean, yeah, okay, turn it on. If I get the 1F encounter, I mean it's just a waste of an encounter. It's truly awful. I think the reason, so I was really engrossed with B2F because if I go get like 65% Frostlass on, I think, Route 130, I have a 40% chance at Weavile on B2F. Now, I'd have to wait a bit longer to get there, obviously. But I've been kind of back and forth on whether I actually want Weavile. And I just don't really know. I really have no clue. I might just not even be getting this encounter or this roamer today. I might still go for the roamer. The problem is I don't know what I truly need. I have an idea, like, on roamer, it's like, there are 3 that I run from of the 6. Not fish. I hunt for Latios, Enamorus, and honestly Latias. I think Latias would be pretty solid for me. The other 3, Torn, Cress, Landorus, just don't really seem that great. Vibe Calc E4. The thing is, there's so much to calc with it. I mean, like, it's so hard for me to, like, look at E4 because it's, it's the spot where you pour all your resources in, and I feel like I can't quantify how those fights would look without, like, it's just so weird, like, because I'm supposed to basically pour 4 candies and, like, 13 scales in. Mons I can use. I need this guy really bad. The other thing is, though, I don't want to limit myself by fishing for 1 roamer. I think that's generally a bad idea. That's why I'm really just open to... in my head, it feels better to just have a handful that I want and have a handful I don't want. And just, if I get one of those that I want, I take it. And then I can backfill the routes that are still open with some other encounters that could be helpful. Enam and Latios are the 2 massive ones, and I think Latias I would just be really accepting of taking. Because its support is really, really solid. I think, and because I have Dragapult, and Garchomp, honestly, I'm way more willing to be going for Latias. Hi, Jax. Thank you for the good luck. I kind of want Latias, if I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am totally okay with the fact that I ran from it the first time around, because I think Thundurus is amazing. I absolutely, like, as I've been calcing this Victory Road, oh my god, Thundurus is so good. So that's the thing, is I have support Mons. And yeah, that is a big point, because, like, I've been kind of thinking about the E4 as a whole, and it's like, yeah, you need a support Mon, but you also, like, there's only 2 double battles that you do of the 5. So, you kind of have to... You would kind of have to, like, pick and choose the 2 double battles based on how your support Mons can do in those fights. And then, yeah, Tailwind seems OP. I would really, really like Tailwind, I think. Like, Tailwind Protect on a Dragon type that can potentially help me bait and just, like, draw aggro in, like, Drake doubles would just be so good, right? That's the one I keep thinking of with Latias, is it might make Drake doubles very doable. And, like, so, like, the 2 support mons that I can really think of hard are, like, well, maybe 3, is, like, Togue, Golisopod, but not really a support mon, right? It's just a sponge pivoter. But at the very least, Golisopod can at least be useful in the other fights as well. Like, if I end up bringing Togue, it's very hard for this mon to do anything in 3 out of the 5 fights. I have Halucha as well, which could be massive if I actually invest in him. I think this guy could be great. Right, it's Encore scale. I probably need to scale some bulk on him so he doesn't bait aggro. Like, this guy with Encore could be really, really good too. These three, not so much. Sableye can almost do something. I don't know. Like, there's worlds where Torkoal is solid. Grimmsnarl is also one I've thought about. Like, it's honestly probably more likely I could end up bringing Grimmsnarl over Togedemaru. Because it has the immunity typings. It has slightly better bulk, and I can get it Sucker Punch, so it can at least, like, finish a guy in a double battle, I would think. I mean, it's got a pretty solid attack stat, too. Well, 15 is fine. It's got a good nature. Something to think about. I'm just gonna do some fights and sit on it. I do kind of think... So, the other downside with going for Weavile on Victory Road is I also lose out on a roamer route opportunity, right? Because I only ever go for that if I hit Frostlass on, I think it's 130. Let's see. No, not 130. Wait. Where is it? Oh, 132. It is 57% to be Frostlass even. So if I don't even hit that, then I think I just go for the B1F. And there's also like the Cope of Primarina, but I don't know. It's only 28% to be Prim. There is technically a Starmie dupe in a different route that I still have, but it's really unlikely, and then that just makes it like 1 out of 3 to get Prim. Like, it's not much better. So I've given up on Prim chances. But I think, honestly, I'm kind of just enraptured with the idea of hitting Incineroar, which is really dumb. It's like with B1F, at least, all these Pokemon are okay, but it's also like I'm out of time to get okay Pokemon, right? I don't need okay guys. I need the goats. I think Incin could actually be an E4 goat. I think this guy looks awesome. Niche, but really cool. Zam just needs the right support. It's a different kind of E4. It's not a dragon-focused E4 with Zam. And, like, Weavile can at least join kind of the current squad and the current core that I have. So maybe I just keep going for that. But obviously... I don't know. I don't know. It kind of depends on the roamer, I think. I should probably go for roamer and then see from there. Which is weird because usually you would want to do it the other way around, right? Where you like try to see if you hit Prim or Weavile and then maybe go for your roamer, like limit your roamer options depending on that. Like if you hit Prim, then you don't need to go for an Amorous. Yeah, I think trying some roamer routes initially is probably a good way to go about it because I still have some complete, like, I am only ever going for roamers on those routes. I still have a couple of those. So let's do the 3 fights. Let's just do all 4 because I'm not worried about the 4th fight. I actually think the 4th one today is probably the easiest. Magnezone. I will say, for this Victory Road planning, I ought to make some really fun teams. Actually, when I think about it, I initially on Wally, I was having a really tough time with Wally, and then it kind of clicked. thanks to a recommendation from Z, which I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I was having a tough time positioning to get a B drill chain at the end because I could never use a B drill to kill a Zoomeril because B is insane on this fight. And I don't know why in my head it never clicked that I should just Volt Switch kill the Azumarill with Thunderous since I already had it, and Z told me that, and then like everything just fell into place once I routed that. For levels, I am gonna try pretty hard to keep stuff underleveled where possible. I have written down I'm gonna try to take today slow, just follow the notes, run back through the fight, make sure everything is right, because one fuck up in a Victory Road fight, they are so brutal. You only need to be level 90. That is so that you can outspeed Genesect. Let me double check that. Yes. Perfect. Magnezone needs to come to max level, and then Thunderous can come to max level. There are actually, I found some spots already where it was really important that I had a Pokemon still underleveled. So I'm never gonna like over level people. I'm gonna try to keep them at their min where possible. It was like I used Togedemaru in the next fight, and if I leveled him too much for that fight, then my strat for the Komodo on Quincy would have not worked. Because I would have actually been too fast for her. I would have been too fast for the Komodo. And it wouldn't have seen fast KO on my Togue. So stuff like that does already start to matter. So Donphan gets the black glasses. Perfect. And not because he's dying. What are my scanners? Double choice scarf. Okay, that's fine. I need to swap one of them. Magnezone gets a citrus. Thunderous is itemless. I need to go do two things. Precalcavito. Oh no, I have a goat, Z, for I have a goat for Vito's Zam. It's funny that you mentioned this. Jax and I were looking at this like forever ago. We were looking at this all the way back at Tate and Liza. Because I was talking about originally on my Tate and Liza fight, I had a 2-sack line, which sacked Kecleon and Escavalier. And looking all the way forward here, against this Psychic Terrain Mega Zam, there is one shining hope amongst everyone here, and it is Escavalier, who just kinda switches in, and with a Citrus, always takes 2 Expanding Forces, and just X-Scissor one-taps it. It's awesome. It's so cool. He just straight up beats it. The only thing that could ever be bad is if I'm baiting Shadow Ball from the Pokemon prior. And then I get, like, the drop. That's literally it. And even then, I think I could be Assault Vest. My guy is Shell Armor, so that's the only reason why this is possible. 27. Def Drop from Shadow Ball. Yeah, it lives with Assault Vest. It lives even with a Shadow Ball defense drop or Spadef drop. Psychic Seed. Oh yeah, I can't get crit with this guy. Yeah, this would be the perfect Psychic Seed, dude. You're so right. Yeah. It's the final Psychic Terrain fight. I was thinking about that on the when I was first looking at the 5th Victory Road fight, because it's in grassy terrain, and I'm like, all right, I don't need to force it, but this is literally the final spot where I can use grassy seed, so I should think about it a little bit. I might get away with it on there's somewhere I might get away with that, yeah. Now that I actually am thinking about it. Drapion? Drapion seemed, yeah, I think, because Jax was looking at this, I don't know why he was looking so far ahead. Maybe he was like thinking about Drapion potentially dying in a fight. One, it's bugged. So what are the expanding force bugs? Is it just like they don't know when to click it? Or like they don't know it's in terrain or something? What about it makes it bugged? I guess I can look at the bug list. Oh. But this doesn't usually always have everything. Not recognized as boosted by psychic terrain if your Pokemon is flying, levitate, magnet rise. I see. Wide Guard does not protect against it. Okay. I think I'm clicking Wide Guard. It won't calc boosted damage. If for some reason you pressed Roost ever, it counts it as active. Awesome. That's good. Alright, anyways. I don't need to, like... I should rerun through this line, just to make sure. Should always just rerun through the line to be safe. I need Beedrill, Donphan, Garchomp, Garchomp, Blaziken, Magnezone, Thundurus. Thundurus, okay. First thing I'm gonna do, because it's probably the most important, before getting my scanner, and so I don't it's the most forgettable, is I need to go get Thunder on my Magnezone. Over Shockwave. DJ lost his Corviknight to it? Weird. Careful with routing. Yeah, gotcha. Alright. I already have Thunder on that in my count. So now I need to swap for an Assault Vest. Then I'll run through the line. AV. So this is gonna be Assault Vest plus 28 Spadef Garchomp. I love the way that I've been able to use this Garchomp. It's just way too much of a special tank for some reason. Okay, so just running through the line. I'm just gonna quick double check some stuff. Beedrill is at 232. That is so that after, right, so 180 plus 52. Yep. Blaziken is at 260. That is for 50 plus 210. Yep. I know this kills, I like quadruple checked the ranges on it. Can't kill with crit. Perfect. Well, it's Focus Sash anyways. 93 black glasses. Rapid Spin Knock. That does, even just looking at percentages, that does 45. This does, oh wait, actually it was really tight. So that's 152. Need 125 damage after. Is like the most important part. 38. 87. Yeah, this does just enough by 1 damage. Okay. And then I just get Rose, and then... Yep. Not worried about the Genesect range. Thunderous kills this. Yep. And Magnezone. 5 is faster. Just kill. Alright, that should be everything. Yeah. What? Oh. Double check items. So this is Beedrillite. Its flex doesn't matter. Donphan with black glasses. Level 93. Garchomp, level 95. Assault Vest. Its flex does not matter. Scarf Blaziken, level 90. Magnezone with Thunder. Itemless Thundurus with Volt Switch. So move its clicking. Alright. Let's do a fight. Pre-damage. I can't believe I almost missed that. Keep my Thundurus underleveled, it's too late. Oh, oops. Needed Thundurus level 94 for E4. That's insane. I don't think I could keep... I needed too much here. It's so important. That's really funny, though. There's, like, a certain degree of, like, backwards calcing that like, that's too far for me, you know? I can't think that much. 232. Pre-damage. Beedrill to 232, and then Blaziken to... Blaziken's in slot 4, 260. Underspeed Articuno for a slow Volt Switch, I assume. I see. Alright, 232, 260. Everyone else is fine. You need to be full. You're fine. You're fine. And you're itemless. Double check that my repel is on. It was. I don't know where I'm going in here. I have a rough idea. I think I need to just like go left, but I don't want to. It's something I shouldn't. Victory Road. There we go. And there's also that Mega Stone. Can I get that? Venusaurite. Yes. I've been waiting for this one. Awesome. Oh, just bait kill. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll beat Vito, and if I need stuff to stay under, 96, then that's fine. But for the most part, I'm bringing guys up to 95 where I need them in Victory Road. 232, 260, full, black glasses, assault vest, scarf, citrus, itemless. Okay. Hi, Wally. It's really odd to me that you never fight this guy, like, at some middle point. Or, like, he doesn't help you at some middle point. So, Wally opens with a very annoying Vikavolt. This guy has Levitate. This thing is really hard to kill, honestly. It's only weak to rock and fire, and it has a focus sat. So basically, if you don't have Infernape, this guy is not getting killed by one Pokemon. Yeah, hijacked. This guy gets domed by Ape, and if you don't have Ape, you have to do something a bit more intricate. So, turn 1, he does not see any kills right now on Beedrill. Thunderbolt max roll is 199. So, first turn, he has to click Sticky Web. So we're going to U-turn for actually a lot of damage, 55%. We can never accidentally kill because of Focus Sash. Even if it crit, it wouldn't kill anyways. Thankfully, this guy doesn't have like static or something. That would be pretty annoying. We get Donphan in before the webs go up, which is important. Now webs go up. And our Donphan is sturdy. So now he sees kill and webs are up, so he's going to go for an attack. It's either Bug Buzz or Energy Ball. We are going to spin away the webs, simultaneously getting rid of webs, and also becoming faster than Vikavolt. Spadef drop doesn't matter, we're obviously just at 1 HP. And now, after the U-turn and the rapid spin, Black Glass's knockoff always kills. I could have also leveled up a bit more, but even this guy underleveled can be good for speed ranges. And it was important, actually, that Beedrill never even got it to Sash. That way it didn't burn it up. So that way it still had an item to get knocked off. I needed that extra damage. Max roll crit of U-turn did like 97%. This is now quadruple random move from Roserade. I am 1 HP, and I am minus Spadef. Or I'm like 1 Spadef down. Oh yeah, I guess that's the other thing, is rapid spin would just kill it. So it either way, it doesn't work. Or it does work. On quadruple random move, originally I had this as Musharna, and I think with this line, it still could have been Musharna, but I ended up calcing it with Garchomp. It made it a little cleaner. Just generally. But just know that this could be Musharna usage. This could be Musharna impact right now. You got HP Fire, that's fine. Garchomp takes every single move, even Dazzling Gleam. It takes Dazzling Gleam crit for like, yeah, 63, because this is basically what crit would be with AV. And it guarantees Dazzling Gleam again. So we can go to Beedrill on Dazzling Gleam. We get dropped to 180, which I think means he min-rolled? Yeah, he min-rolled the or the Dazzling Gleam. We need to not Leech Life. I need to keep this pre-damage, so I got a Poison Jab. This always kills after even 1 Life Orb tick, but we get 2. Now, we actually show fast KO to every single Pokemon in the back, except for Genesect. It gets an attack boost, and it, right now, always sees Flamethrower KO, so it has to go for Flamethrower. We're going to break its Focus Sash with U-turn. And go to Blaziken. Choice Scarf Blaziken will eat Flamethrower, obviously cannot get burnt, and at this level with Choice Scarf I outspeed, and Oko with Overheat. With this Choice Scarf I outspeed everyone in the back, so it just goes first slow KO, which is Azumarill. At this damage, it actually sees KO with Play Rough and Aqua Jet, but because it sees always Aqua Jet killing, that is considered a fast KO. It has to Aqua Jet me, which is honestly pretty weak still, right? The entire idea of this is the Belly Drum set, and then you get swept by Aqua Jet, but Aqua Jet on its own is not that bad. I say that while I'm at like 75% and it would kill me, but still. It only does like 20% to Magnezone. Magnezone is naturally faster, and we taught it Thunder. So right now I'm showing kill to Azumarill with half of Thunder rolls, forcing it to continuously Aqua Jet. Oops. We are going to Metal Sound. We're not going to kill this with Thunder or with Magnezone. A lot of my earlier lines did that, and it just doesn't work. It's not a good setup. That was the part I was kind of missing. Magnezone is here to Spadef drop Azumarill, continuously baiting Aqua Jet. And now, we bait Aqua Jet one more time. Go to Thundurus, who always lives 2 Aqua Jet crits. And gets a Volt Switch KO. And now we just get Beedrill back in, and he chains the rest. That was the part that I was really struggling with, is just getting Beedrill back in at some game state. Because it's really good. it Oko's Obstagoon, it Oko's Gardevoir. It theoretically Oko's Azumarill, but because I needed it pre-damage for Genesect, it would always die to crit Aqua Jet. So I can never use it to kill Azumarill. Now he just Leech Life. This guy doesn't have any Prio. It's honestly a miracle this guy doesn't have Sucker Punch. Chicago, the greatest city in the world. I don't know about that, but he's a pretty good bee. Don't need to show. Yeah, you just need to. Well, that guy has Citrus Berry, so that's an interesting thing about this Azumarill. He has Citrus Berry, but he also has odd HP. So if you can ever force a Belly Drum, you can then get him to 51%, and I tried looking at that, and it was just never going to work because of the Aqua Jet after, because it does just absurd damage. Even if I had an idea where I had a pre-frozen guy that then maybe in-timmed him, so pre-frozen Gyarados, and then I make him Belly Drum, and go to Torterra. I think even +5 Torterra taking the Aqua Jets was a lot. So, we just Poison Jab this. It would have been really cool, because then you only have to do 50%. Oh, does it just make it +6? I thought it just gave 6 attack stats, so I thought in-timming it would make it just go to 5. I guess it's good. Oh, it's +12? Damn. It's good I didn't do that then. Alright. Beedrill takes 3, I think? Yeah, because it was Roserade and then final 2. We got a Donphan Frag. Blaziken Frag. And Thundurus. The Togue frauding? Oh yeah, we got a double battle coming up. You're right. You already know Togue is gonna do some bullshit here. Yeah, Wally was pretty tough even with these tools. Basically, the problem was I think my only way of getting rid of webs was this Beedrill Donphan setup. So then that forced me to have to deal with the quad random move Roserade, which was really tough. Which kind of locked one of my scanner items to be Assault Vest on a guy. And then I only had 1 scanner to work with for the rest of the fight. There's a lot of parts in this fight that work if, I have an extra scanner for Thundurus Choice Band or Thundurus, something else. But because I needed a scanner basically to kill Genesect and to tank Roserade, I was pretty locked for that fight. Glory to U-turn and Volt Switch, it's true. Pretty damn good moves. Okay, for the setup for this fight, I have it in like 10 fucking... I have it noted like 10 times. If I mess it up, yell at me. Togedemaru needs the Iron Ball or I wipe. I can't mess up speed baiting like I did on Juan with Togekiss. Why do people say Genesect is homophobic? I don't know. Isn't that like the most like that Pokemon can be any type? Wouldn't it theoretically be the least homophobic Pokemon possible other than like Arceus and Silvally and Ditto, I guess? Okay. Togue needs to stay underleveled. And holding Iron Ball. Glycopod. Oh, I do need Beedrill. This fight, I think I sent the squad to Jax. The squad is really funny. It's just 6 goats. It's just 6 like of the some of the best Pokemon in the game that I'm throwing at this double battle. Like this guy has some absurd mons. I'm just throwing even more absurd shit at him. Like, oh, you have 2 Megas? I'm gonna throw a Mega Beedrill and 2 Legendaries at you. And then a Pseudo. The best pivoter in the game, and the best doubles Pokemon in the game. Yeah, this is an E4 squad. It's awesome. Alright, levels. Everyone gets leveled up but Togue. I'm kind of hesitant about leveling the Lysopod, but I have it all. This is like one of the mons, I think, theoretically, that doesn't care about leveling. As for like HP ranges and like how much it would take from poison in a turn could matter on E4. Like having that slightly higher HP. But I'm gonna bring it to this cap at least. Right, that's something to think about for actual E4. Urshifu obviously is coming to 95. And so is Pult. There were some of these where it's like, I probably could have kept them underleveled, but like, man, it's Urshifu and Pult. They're gonna be level 95. I need them there. So, Thundurus gets the Life Orb. It stopped speeding up. I'm not listening to the game, so I don't think about that. Togedemaru, Iron Ball. Dolly itemless. This doesn't need one. I don't have either of the scanners I need right now, so I need to go double trade. Which flavor? We have Urshifu Dark. Which some say is better for the E4, but it also entirely depends on the Pokemon around you. So, I mean, it makes sense, right? There's like Phoebe and Glacia, so it's good roll compression of like those two. Looks pretty good on Phoebe. Boo, boring. Hey, I was talking with Jax today about planning Avalugg Hisui E4. Is that interesting enough to you? Urshifu gets Choice Band. That's the dream. Yeah, it would be. And I need Choice Specs. This Venusaur is absurd. One out of 1K? Yeah, it would still have to be very low. I care about winning too much. I'll run some boring shit if it means winning, man. I do not care. Yeah, the 1 out of 1,000 is the misclick. Alright, I think this is all the setup I need except pre-damage. Musharna champ? Bro, Musharna ain't ever doing anything. Does that mon even get Psycho Shift? I didn't think about that. That's like kind of tech. It doesn't! They couldn't even give this mon Psycho Shift? Bro. What is that? Dark Void. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just put him to double sleep. It gets skill swap. No Psycho Shift on Musharna is crazy to me. It gets 2 tutor moves. Total. It does stuff? I can maybe fire off some future sites I can maybe imagine. It was a glorious day. I liked my Musharna. It was good through Flannery split. It was pretty good. And then I beat Flannery, and it's not really done anything since then. Iron Ball, Lorb, you need T-Punch, Volt Switch. Your stuff doesn't matter, you're not close to leveling, which is good. And not Sigilif. Is your Sigilif have... It has Tailwind, right? It comes with Tailwind? I think. Seems pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Beedrill. Specs Pult. All I need to do is fly back and pre-damage. And who are the guys in my calc? That is Golisopod, Urshifu, Beedrill, Pulse. Okay. 3 damage. Boog is in slot 2. The 166. Golisopod is in slot 3. The 171. One F Victory Road encounter. Bro, I have nothing duped on there. I'd be throwing if I went for that encounter. Okay. Double checking. This baits non-Mega Aerodactyl Firefang. Yes. And with Iron Ball, I am slower than Mamoswine. Yes. Thundurus with Life Orb does... Right, 90, 107, yep. B does that. Ifu does this, yep. And then you crit, don't proc Custap, you finish. And then you with Specs do 66. And you with Band do 36. It's pretty tight, but it does work. Okay. And you're both faster. Yeah. 3 damage. Yep. Alright. Pretty hard split double. But we kind of have the goats, so it works out pretty well. This fight was way easier to calc than Wally for some reason. I don't know if I can get left guy bugged here. It is pretty important on this fight. I need to see the girl talk to me first. Thunderous Toad. Yeah. Okay. Always come in the same spot. Yeah, it... See, you say that, but I'm pretty sure Barry had a point in Magma Hideout in that double battle, like on the Sun double, where I think they got left guy bugged, and that also only has one entrance. Maybe they were capping though, or maybe they like saved in the room, and then like reloaded the ROM in the room, and that messed with it somehow. I don't know. No, the one in Magma Hideout only has... It's just like a one-tile door, and it's like 15 tiles away from the trainers. So, I don't know. Anyways, our fight. So, the situation is... Toga's gonna dance on these fools. Toga's baiting Earthquake or Knockoff from Mamoswine. I couldn't get it to just be one, which is completely fine. Is baiting Fast Kill from Mamoswine. It is important that Toge is Iron Ball here, because Mamoswine always sees Icicle Crash kill on Thunderous, but that's slow kill, so we need to show it Fast Kill. Aerodactyl, even in base form, sees Fire Fang kill on Togedemaru. And at full HP, even though it's faster than my Thunderous, it never sees Rock Slide kills, even when it becomes Mega. Which is kind of crazy, but I guess it's a spread move. So this will be Fire Fang into Toge, and Earthquake or Knockoff into Toge. The Earthquake can't hit Thunderous. With Life Orb, Thunder Punch on Aerodactyl, plus the Spiky Shield chip as Aerodactyl Fire Fangs me, is enough to always kill this. Then we Spiky Shield. Life Orb Thunder Punch does 90%, and this chip from Fire Fang does 12%, right? It does 1/8. Bye-bye Big Mega, and we get chipped by Life Orb, that's fine. Ammo Earthquake. So now, Togedemaru with Iron Ball is again baiting the next Pokemon, which will be Staraptor for fast KO with close combat. This turn, we are going to fast KO the Staraptor with Volt Switch. I am just barely faster than this guy by 5 points. Life Orb Volt Switch always kills, and we don't care about the Intim. And yes, I outspeed the Staraptor. And we gotta get Toge out of there. It's baiting Earthquake and Knockoff still. So we're just gonna use Golisopod to eat the attack. Volt Switch KO, yeah. Staraptor is not that bulky. It's got 85 HP, 60 SPDF, so... Golisopod eats either Earthquake or Itemless Knockoff for roughly the same damage. It's like 15%. We Volt Switch to Urshifu in slot 1. And then Urshifu and Golisopod are going to take an Earthquake. If it's Earthquake, yep. It's most likely Earthquake there. I think it's like 4% knockoff. It was only a couple rolls. Golisopod gets E-exited, and we get the BN. Urshifu can always take Earthquake crit there. It's completely fine. Beedrill baits in the final Pokemon on that side, which is Hydreigon, so we don't care about who's baiting it. And now we're just in a big position where Choice Band Urshifu. Double check he's Choice Band. I think he actually doesn't need it for Mamoswine, but he needs it later. Choice Band Oko's Mamo. And Beedrill Megas and does not U-turn. It just clicks Leech Life on Hydreigon. So we just Field Wipe and make it a 2v1. And Urshifu will just get Donphan in. Perfect. So sturdy Custap Donphan, you have to be careful of dynamic speed here, while still finding 2 moves that can fast KO. Originally I had like Scarf Shifu, but that hits kind of too hard first. So we want our first hit to be a little weaker. So we're gonna slow close combat with Shifu and U-turn. U-turn crit does like 68% max or something like that. So it'll never proc the Custap. Wrong Pokemon. 70%. No crits. You turn to Dragapult. It was important that it was Dragapult here. It couldn't really be a different Pokemon. Maybe it could have. It could have maybe been Mamoswine, honestly. Oh no, it couldn't. This Venusaur, I forgot its fixed bat, is absurdly bulky. It takes Choice Specs Draco Meteor to barely do 2/3, and then Choice Band Close Combat to do the extra third of damage. And like, the Close Combat is resisted, but holy hell, man, this guy is tanky. And these are both fast. Let's double check. The Venusaur is 204 speed, and my Urshifu is 218. Yeah. Draco Meteor, Close Combat. Nice. This does like 102% minimum with both attacks. Bolt didn't want it, I guess. If it crits, it always kills there and steals it from Shifu. The guy is really, really tanky. I think like Thundurus, like 110 BP acrobatics does 75%. It's really, really crazy. Blaziken Overheat does, not Blaze, does 40%. Pidgeot almost one-taps? 80% for my guy. If I leveled him... 92, damn, yeah. The thing was, I was already using Mega B, so I couldn't use Mega Pidgeot. Oh, maybe I could... No, base Pidgeot is too slow, I believe. Oh, maybe it's not. I could have maybe gotten a base Pidgeot kill. It outspeeds by 1 point. Yeah, I could have done that. I could have fed a Pidgeot kill unmega'd. Because it would have been Urshifu going first. And like... Choice Band Brave Bird does enough. Interesting. Okay, well, it ended up being Shifu's kill, so... But that would have been cool, I guess. So that was... 2 for Thundurus. Then... 1 for B, and I think 3 for Shifu. Yeah, 3 for Urshifu. Let's make this 3. Shifu has already passed Zatu, who I've had from the start of the game. And it is tied with Donphan, who I have also had since mostly the start of the game. Silly, stupid bear. Okay, single battle. Get me out. Alright, very, very extremely important change that I need to make here. Make sure I don't forget it. Should have one, yeah. I need to teach Rock Tomb to Urshifu. I'm never clicking it, but if I don't teach this, my whole line is fucked. So, for this next fight. I think I already have it in the calc. I do, yeah. So this fight, I go Urshifu, Thunderous, Beedrill, and then with a start like that, you'd think the rest of the team would be star-studded. Blaziken, Golisopod, and my goat for pulling out the Avalugg. This Mega Pinsir was kind of a demon. He was really, really hard to plan around. This fight was rough. Right, so it's got... the lead is, like, not that hard. The Wall Rain is kind of there to just force you to use a fighting type, and then likely bait out the Yanmega, and then you don't have the tools to, you know, deal with the speed boost, and then it escalates, right? It's a well-designed opener to the fight, actually. Even though it's, you know, the Wall Rain kind of does nothing, unless you have an insane electric type, it basically forces you to use a fighting type and then deal with the Yanmega. So it kind of limits your lead option. The Wall Rain is pretty simple, though. Because I have a plus 31 attack Urshifu, I can actually ignore the Yanmega. So, just double checking levels. These are fine. Yeah, these are completely fine. Make sure you aren't, like, accidentally close to leveling. Nope. Nope. It wouldn't matter anyways. I need to go get double choice scarf, so I have to scanner swap. So yeah, like, this fight has, you know, it forces you into a fighter, and then you have to deal with the speed boost Yanmega. Then it's like, okay, I want to use an electric type for that. Then you probably have to deal with either random move Ludicolo coming in on your electric, or on your Pokemon, kinda, or you have to avoid the Arena Trap Dugtrio. And then behind the Arena Trap Dugtrio is a Magnet Pull Magnezone. So it's got a lot of things that you just have to be careful routing around the entire time. But you'll notice I don't have any steel types, so that part was pretty easy to avoid. Choice Scarf number 2. Goes on Thunderous. Blaziken gets a Cherry Berry. Golly can get a Citrus just for backup. It really doesn't need it though, this is a 1 exit line. And Avalugg gets the Zoom Lens. Its favorite item. You have Rock Tomb. Yes. And then pre-damage. I need Urshifu at 298. Beedrill's in slot 3 at 246. And Golisopod in slot 5 at 174. What is the Beedrill pre-damage for? It was Leaf Storm dropping me to 210, which is, yeah, okay. Perfect. And then Urshifu was -1 defense. Leaf Storm, yeah. And I know it avoids Scald even after the Stone Edge. And then just making sure Blaziken naturally outspeeds Oko's Magnezone. Yep. Shifu kills Dugtrio. Yep. Alright. Pretty cool, condensed rolls in the opener let me be pretty slot, like I could use a ton of slots for the final 2 Pokemon basically. Double check items. Scarf. Scarf. Adrolite. Cherry. Whatever. And Zoom Lens. If I'm completely honest, if I don't have Avalugg, I mean, really the answer is, if I don't have a rock type, I don't exactly know how I beat this Pinsir. I guess I just need to manip like some crazy line where I get Thundurus in on it, and then I think Thundurus can maybe kill with like Scarf Volt Switch. But I don't know if that even does it. And it would have to be Scarf, yeah, so Scarf Volt Switch does 66%. So I'd have to find some like convoluted double exit line with Golisopod. It's maybe doable, but it's really tough. And you can't exit on Frustration because it's flying type. Maybe like pivoting it with a Steel type would work, right? Like get Magnezone in on Frustration and then bait EQ for Thundurus. I probably could have made something work, but this line was already kind of tight as is. So Final check. I have Rock Tomb. Yes. Okay. Hello, Caitlin. So yeah, this lead is really simple. With no damage boost, I do 102% to this wall ring. Doesn't have anything funny. But because I don't need a damage boost, that let me hold Choice Scarf, which will do two things, and the most important part, even over killing Dugtrio later, spoilers, is with Choice Scarf or Rock Tomb, even though Yanmega sees a kill on me, I show fast KO right now with Rock Tomb, so it can never come in on Urshifu, which means I get Ludicolo. And Ludicolo is always clicking Leaf Storm. So, this guy has an eject pack. We are going to eat the Leaf Storm with Thunderous and bring in Dugtrio with Slow Kill because we're Choice Scarf. It's going to see Slow KO with Stone Edge. So we have to deal with this Ludi twice. But that's completely fine. Whoa. Wait. What? What? Why did Doug just take Life Orb Chip? What the fuck? That's crazy. Because of... It took a Life Orb Chip because of Ludi's attack? The fuck? That doesn't affect my line at all. Stealth Rock Bug? No, it took Life Orb. That's so weird. I ejected Ludi with Leaf Storm. Exit Bug? I've never seen that. Life Orb Exit Bug. Whoa. Yeah, that doesn't affect my line at all. I mean, this guy being hurt is fine, right? But it's so crazy. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, anyways. And the Mon activates their item. Interesting. Anyways, I'm flying, so I'm not actually trapped. I am baiting Stone Edge. Urshifu can just take this. And because I am Choice Scarf, I KO. I can KO with Wicked Blow, but I want to KO with Close Combat again. Because I want to get specifically Ludicolo in. And that only happens when I defense drop myself. And again, Yanmega cannot come in here because I'm showing it fast KO. Even though it sees KO on me. All because of Rock Tomb. This gets Ludi again. Even if that Stone Edge crits me, I can never bait Scald here. It is always Leaf Storm again. Now the guy doesn't have the eject pack anymore. So we go Beedrill to finally kill him. Take like 15% from this? Yeah, really minimal damage. We need to keep this damage though, so we cannot leech life. It has to be Poison Jab. With this pre-damage and eating that Leaf Storm, we guarantee... We outspeed everyone now. So we guarantee Yanmega in for Air Slash KO. So it cannot Hypnosis, it cannot Sub. This Yanmega set is really annoying. We can fast U-turn before it gets any speed boost, we still outspeed it. And this chip does matter. Because now we go Thunderous on the Air Slash, resisted. and with Choice Scarf, I will outspeed this Yanmega after its speed boost. It gets lefties. I don't really understand why this has lefties, but... Volt Switch KOs, even after the lefties. Crit did not matter. And now we can just position whoever we want. We have 3 slots open for the final 2 Pokemon. Going Blaziken gives base Pinsir a fast KO with Earthquake. So it will come on in. So this guy will Mega and click Earthquake always. We get a nice, simple exit with Golisopod, getting Avalugg in for free. $132. I don't really need the citrus, it's fine. Get my goat Avalugg in. This guy tanks an Earthquake. Crit does 86%. Zoom Lens Stone Edge always hit and does 150% to the guy. Hell yeah. Now it's triple random move Magnezone. This guy has Explosion, but he's the last Mon. I never really needed this Magnezone to be the final Pokemon. It just worked out that way, so then he can't boom. This Magnezone is really easy to handle, honestly. It's not too bad. At least for my... just because I have so many ground types. I could have beaten this with Seismitoad. I had some plans where I, like, Beedrill U-turn to break the air balloon, and then Seismitoad actually outsped and KO'd it, and then baited in, like, Ludicolo for guaranteed Leaf Storm. Like, there was tons of stuff I could do on this guy. Blaziken, at this level, lives Discharge Crit on, like, 1 HP, 2. It lives on 2. Went for Hidden Power. And we have the Cherry Berry in case of Paralysis. And now we outspeed Oko with Overheat. I literally had like 10 Pokemon that could have beaten this Magnezone 1v1. And it was always really easy to make it not boom. It just oddly doesn't hit that hard, which doesn't seem right for a Magnezone, but I guess it's not analytic. I don't know. Okay. I still can't get over that Life Orb bug. I haven't seen that yet. That's cool. So that was... Shifu kills Walrein, now passing Donphan to get into number 9 overall. And then Shifu killed Dugtrio. And B got the Ludi. Thundurus got Yanmega, then Avalugg and Blaziken. Avalugg up to 3 kills. Love him for that. He just passed Seismitoad. Man, Seismitoad has been so disappointing for me. He's never good enough to bring. My guy is awful too. My Seismitoad is truly horrendous. It's like nearly zip code IVs, and it has the wrong ability. And I think has a bad nature. Like it's worst of all worlds with that guy. So I have one more fight planned, and then we'll kind of think about doing roamers, doing encounters, look at it again. I do feel like I want to do my roamer today. This is a 5-mon line. Because it's a 5-mon line, I'm gonna double check it. But Urshifu kinda also is just that good on this fight, so. Togekiss. One cool thing about this line, I get to use a Pokemon I don't think I've used yet. Yeah, it is a hidden item. It's on the map here, I believe. Oh, I could technically get it now. I'm just gonna do the one more fight that I have planned. But yeah, I could do it. I could go get Roamer right now, you are correct. I see, yeah. Because you can probably... This guy's vision can't be that far. Yeah, I figure I can get it now. But I'm gonna do this fight because I am in fight mode and I just want to get what I have calced done. So we do Togue lead into Togue second. I need Shifu and Corviknight. And then good backup here is probably like... kind of hesitant to say Dragapult, but it really is the best backup. Maybe Garchomp is a little bulkier. Yeah, Garchomp is a little bulkier as backup. So the final guy in this 5-mon line, I haven't used this Pokemon yet. It's actually Flygon. I finally get to use this guy. And he does something like that only it could do, I think. Actually, could Garchomp have done this? I feel like there was some reason why Garchomp couldn't do it. I think maybe Garchomp was too bulky or something? Why was it that I used Flygon specifically? I need to like run through this entire calc again just to make sure I have things right. So, I'll just go ahead and do that real quick just to make sure. Because I calc this like right before I went to go get dinner. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I didn't really like double check it, so this can be the double check. So, the opener is a sturdy Carbink with leftovers. Togedemaru gets the metal coat. It is important that I do not level up Togue here, because if it gets leveled up too much, it actually overspeeds Kommo-o, and I want Kommo-o second. So that's pretty important. Togue clicks Fake Out on this Carbink, which does literally nothing except remove first turn hazard AI. Surprisingly, yeah, there's been a couple just like snowball-y kind of chain lines. Right, it feels like you kind of either just have like the guy for a fight or you don't, and then it takes 6 slots. It's a bit tougher. So by clicking Fake Out on turn 1, Carbink does no action. I only do like 3%. And then it immediately heals its sturdy back with the leftovers. But I then remove its first turn hazards AI like prioritization, So then once it just sees any kill, it will go for it. It always sees body press kill. I just have to make it not see hazards. And then I spiky shield as it body presses, which is a contact move. Let's double check that. Yep. It takes 12%, which the leftovers cannot heal the sturdy from. And then Iron Head KOs. I actually don't need Metal Coat here, but I figured I might as well equip it. So that's all well and good. Then the next Pokemon to outspeed me is Kommo-o. And Kommo-o sees Close Combat KO, Fast KO. So it comes in, and it only sees Close Combat. It won't D-Dance, it won't do anything else. I basically just go to Choice Scarf Togekiss, eat the Close Combat, and click Dazzling Gleam. I don't even need the Spadef drop from Close Combat. Because I get it, this does 170%. And my Togekiss can stay at level 91 here. That is completely fine. Even if I take Close Combat crit, I only fall to 74% on my HP, which with an item, I believe, is really close to getting Trevenant, but just barely doesn't. Yeah, so Trevenant Poltergeist damage is 71%. But we only fall to 74, even off CC crit. We will always get Muck, Slow KO, Gunk Shot. I didn't really mention, so Toge also has to be pre-damaged for this. I don't think that affects the Kommo-o part. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Toge eats the Gunk Shot. And then baits Fire Punch always with the pre-damage. It needs to be at 184. Okay, that is correct. Make sure Toge doesn't have too much XP here and levels mid. Ooh. So Toge gets... No, it shouldn't level up. It gets Carbink and it gets Kommo-o XP. I don't think that's 12,000. That should be like 7,000. I can do the math on that just because I'm a bit worried about it. Because if I don't give this guaranteed Fire Punch, then it can maybe Curse and then Flygon doesn't kill it. So I should check this. It's like... Oh god, what is the thing? It's like base XP times level divided by 5. Fine. So Carbink... I need my phone then for a calculator. Carbink base XP is 100. Oh, we're totally fine. It doesn't give anything. It's level 94 divided by 5. Yeah, so we get 1800 XP from Carbink. Kommo-o will give a bit more, but it's not going to give 8,000 or 11,000. Yeah, so 270 times 94 divided by 5. Yeah, we only get like 6,000 here. Completely fine. Yeah, I figured they aren't like exactly accurate to the base XPs that are shown. I just use Pokemon DB, but also they can't be so wildly different that I'm getting double the XP that I'm calcing, right? There's no way. That would require Kommo-o being like a base XP of 600 or something instead of, 280. We should be alright, though, with this pre-damage. If I wanted to be overly safe, I could just level and then change the pre-damage a bit, but I'm not too worried about it. If I might level up after the muck, but that is completely fine. Togekiss also shouldn't be close to leveling up. Nope. And then no one else should have any XP. I don't think you have any. No. So, Flygon comes to max level. It is pre-frozen, and it eats Fire Punch from Muck. And with Choice Band... Let me actually put the Choice Band on the guy. With Choice Band, it fast OHKOs Muck. So, one thing is, this guy has Poison Touch. This effect comes after a move's inherent secondary effect chance. Is there maybe, is there some kind of thing where... So I was planning to be pre-frozen here. Is there some world where I get thawed by the Fire Punch and then Poison Touch activates and I get poisoned? Because if so, the counterplay is I just pre-toxin, just put my HP a little higher. That's completely fine. I will probably just do that then, to avoid that cringe. Because, yeah, that probably can happen. And to get poisoned, that is so silly. Okay, yeah. I'm happy I caught that then. Because if I get poisoned, I think I get early slow bro, and that would really suck. Actually, it wouldn't be the worst in the world now that I think about it, but it might get a future sight off, and then that would get awkward. Or my Urshifu could get burned. That would be really bad. Yeah. Okay. So I need to change my pre-damage here. That means... Oh, can I even? So how much does Flygon take from Toxic? It's got 257 divided by 16. Takes 48 from Toxic. Oh, I don't know if this works. I don't think I have that HP. So if I would go max HP, and then I get Toxic. That is 257 minus the 48 from the Toxic, and then Fire Punch crit does 61. And then I kill. That puts me at 148. That is in Slowking range. This does not work then. The goal is to get Trevenant by showing it Poltergeist kill. Okay, I gotta recook this then. Yeah, I gotta reset this. Which is completely fine, because I probably would have had to steer, and then honestly, probably just sack Flygon. So once again, Flygon proving itself unusable. Very cool. Good job. Save, just in case. Alright, so... Can I use Garchomp instead? Because it's just bulky? Maybe. So Garchomp, the beautiful thing about Chomp is it doesn't need Choice Band, so it could actually have something like Leftovers to kind of counteract that damage, maybe. Let's give it an item. Let's just say Choice Band for now, so I can see the Poltergeist damage. It does 48. Oh my god. Okay, so I think the reason why I went with Flygon is it had a wider range to help guarantee Trevenant comes in. Whereas Garchomp kinda doesn't. Now, one thing I could do... Oh, Garchomp actually never gets Trevenant because it shows it fast KO. Oh, that's with Choice Band, though. I could be a different item. I could be... This Choice Band doesn't show Slowking fast KO. It definitely shows Beedrill fast KO. Base? Yeah, all of them do. This might be fine if I just use Choice Band Garchomp. Because it just means that I get Slowking in 4th. And I don't actually need any pre-damage ever. Because Garchomp with Choice Band just shows Trevenant a fast kill, so it can't come in. And it shows base Beedrill a fast kill, so it can't come in. I just barely don't show Slowking a fast kill. Somehow. I guess because it's bold. So it always comes in and clicks Future Sight or Scald. I actually don't care about the Future Sight. Originally I had itemless Urshifu, but I can just go Rostberry. I switch into both moves just fine. And then I just Wicked Blow Slowking, Wicked Blow Trevenant, because I'm showing also fast KO to Beedrill. And then Beedrill comes in. So if it's Future Sight, it Future Sights the turn I switch, then I kill Slowking turn 1, kill Trevenant turn 2, then Future Sight hits at the end of that turn into my Dark type. And then Beedrill comes in, so it's completely fine. Okay, I can recook this. So this just necessitates Garchomp over Flygon, and Urshifu holding a Rostberry. And I don't think I don't think Garchomp really gets any pre-damage at all. I actually could just switch it straight into Gunk Shot if I want. Is there any world where... No. Trevenant can literally never come in on Garchomp. No Pokemon but Slowking can come in. As long as I'm Choice Band. Yeah. I don't need to worry about what HP I'm at all. I can take the Gunk Shot. I can take the Poison. I can take two turns of Poison Tick. Can I? 47, 59 drops me to 41. Yeah, I can. I only ever beat Scald or Future Sight from Slowking, both of which are completely fine. And I'm clicking Earthquake. Yeah, this is completely okay. Yeah, I show fast kill on all of them with Choice Band. I think that's the part that I maybe missed on the initial calc, because I thought I couldn't use Garchomp, because I was really stuck on the idea of getting Trevenant in, and then Urshifu comes in on Trevenant and like eats all the moves, and doesn't even care if it substitutes. And it was going to be itemless Urshifu, but Urshifu can come in on Slowbro just fine, or Slowking, with a Rostberry. And I can just cut out the Togedemaru part, so I don't need Toge pre-damaged at all. Yeah, I don't need Toge pre-damaged. I can just go straight to Garchomp. So this is just Pivot, Garchomp, Earthquake, Slowking in, Pivot Urshifu, Wicked Blow, and then Trevenant in, Wicked Blow, Beedrill in, and then we go Corviknight. So it's still a 5-mon line. I just had to swap Flygon out for Chomp. Okay. Nice. And the stuff before Garchomp was completely fine. Yeah. Alright. Cool. So, let's do the little change then. Take Beedrill as 6-mon and send it. I mean, I'll bring a solid backup. I'd rather focus on winning. Where is... Oh, it's still right here. I guess you go back in this box. Sorry, man. You almost had a shot, and you didn't quite make it. Gudra is probably incredible backup here. Yeah, it's bulky on everything. 91, 91. Corviknight can also be 91. That is completely fine. I don't need any pre-damage now. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I have double choice scarf, so Kogue needed a choice scarf, and Kogue needed a metal coat. It actually doesn't, but it can have it. And then Corviknight is itemless. Urshifu gets a Rost Berry. You can have a Citrus, that's fine. Corviknight is just going to get knocked off anyways. There's no reason for it to have it. Let me double check the Corv thing. So the idea with Corviknight is it switches into X-Scissor crit from Beedrill plus knockoff crit from Beedrill. It takes 36% from those. Oh wait, no, it takes more than that. Oops. It takes 61% or 62% from those. And then Brave Bird Recoil only does 30%. So we always live on like 9% HP. Completely fine. And there's no item I could give it to like change that. I could level it up more, but I don't need to. As long as that range works. All I need to do is go get a choice band. Yes. Choice band Garchomp feels a little overkill, because I don't even need it for the kill here, it's just for the baiting afterwards. Straight up, this could be like Dragon Gem, but obviously you don't have access to that. And no pre-damage. Alright. Metal Coat, Scarf. Yep, level 91 is fine. Choice Band. Rost. Itemless Citrus. Backup. Alright. Unmuted. Yep. Right scene. Yep. Let's do this fight and then grab the Master Ball as our reward. And probably go ahead and go get the Roamer. So he's up here. And grab this for my Charizard that I definitely have. I think that one's Gengar. And then I'm just gonna grab the Master Ball now, so I don't think about it. Or don't forget it. Don't, like, do the fight, forget to grab the Master Ball, go and do a roamer, and it's the one I want, and then I don't have the ball. I think I'll just grab it now. Just in case. Alright, nice little fight. 5 mon, not anything crazy. Urshifu Dark is just really, really good here. So... Carbink lead. This guy actually is really annoying, but Togedemaru kinda frauds the hell out of him. We're gonna fake out, so that way he no longer cares about going for hazards as long as he sees a kill, which he always does with body press. Don't care that this heals its sturdy back, because we're now going to spiky shield on the body press. This does 12%, lefties only heal 6, so its sturdy will be broken. I think I also could have maybe done this with Greninja in Torrent, but then that probably gives a weird Pokemon coming in. And now Iron Head KOs. I almost clicked Zing Zap. I think Torrent Gren could have maybe done this with Fling Rock. Though maybe the Fling doesn't do enough? I don't know. It's got to do more than 6%. Because we're underleveled, this always gets Komowo for close combat. So we go Scarf Togekiss, who absolutely dumpsters on this guy. Taking no damage, don't even need this Spadef drop. Fast KO with Choice Scarf Dazzling Gleam. And now, first Pokemon, or only Pokemon, to see a slow KO is going to be Muck with Gunk Shot. It cannot blow up because it sees guaranteed Gunk Shot KO, and it can also not curse. We're gonna go straight to Garchomp on this. Don't care if I get poisoned here. Nice crit. No poison. We fast KO with Earthquake, and because we're choice banned, we show KO with Outrage to Trevenant and to Beedrill. So the only Pokemon that can ever come in here is Slowking. We do 99% with choice banned Outrage. Slowking can only click Future Sight or Scald, both of which are completely fine for Rostberry Urshifu, who's gonna be in for enough turns to take the Future Sight if it happens. There's Future Sight, so in 2 turns that'll hit me. We're just gonna take 2 turns to click Wicked Blow. This will Oko Slowking, this is turn 1. And then we're just going to bait down the line because we show KO to Beedrill. It's insanely easy to keep Beedrill until the very end because the guy is just so frail and the Mega Form isn't fast. We get Trevenant. After this kill, the Future Sight will hit for no damage. Perfect. I can stay in here. There is no reason, because I didn't get hit by Scald, I can actually stay in and just KO this. Or I can give Corviknight the KO. I live X Scissor crit. And it's not doing anything else as base B? It's not clicking knockoff or anything weird. It becomes faster than me. And I live crit. Yeah, go get him. Get 3. if I got hit, I obviously can't stay in here. I just go to Corviknight, who takes X Scissor and Knockoff, and KOs with Brave Bird and leaves the recoil. So basically a 4-mon line, but was a planned 5-mon. Because if I got hit by Scald, I cannot stay in there. Choice Band burned Ursaluna Ice Punch. The arrow double. You get Hydrate second, you KO 3 in 3 turns. God damn. Speaking of killing 3 in 3 turns, shoutouts Urshifu on that fight. Just got 3 KOs, right? Yeah. Bumping it up to 44. Togekiss, no, Togedemaru got one. Then Togekiss got one. And Garchomp got one. That was it. Garchomp up to 60. Okay. That is all the fights I had planned. I think it's roamer time. There's no other, like, items for me to grab here, right? You go down to 102, and you're there, and then you fight Felix, and then it's the double. Yeah, there's no items for a bit. Okay. Making sure. Make sure my repel is on. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and mute up, and I'm gonna actually open Spotify because I want to listen to other music than Zelda music, because I'm gonna actually put my headphones on. Otherwise I'll go insane just sitting here in silence, walking back and forth. But first, I'll turn music on. And I am gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Do this, open Spotify, there it goes. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, here's how to turn a 2-hour stream into a 4-hour stream in a matter of minutes. Start going for roamers. So, I need to look at what routes I am throwing at the roamer first. I believe the first one that I want to go to, oh holy banger, is Route 130. Which route is that? I don't know exactly. Oh, it's this one with Katie. Okay, I know how to get there. I can just go back and forth between 129 and 130. I already went for my... I already used 129. 131 has Aerodactyl, so I don't necessarily want to burn that right away. That's when I want to hold off on, theoretically. So let's grab a decent squad, make sure I have the Master Ball. Good, I have Quick Balls, yep. I need a level 90 guy in the lead. That can be Gren. This is a pretty good squad. I guess a little weak to ground if I hit an optional. Let's grab Cortera. It wasn't weak to ground at all. What am I saying? It was just Gudra. I saw Corviknight and thought I was weak to ground. Alright, so you need to be level... You need to level up once, which is completely fine. Repel on. Yep. Flyer. It's actually faster if I just go there from where I'm at. There is a trainer here. Hold on. I know there's a trainer here. Have a double line? Hell yeah. Okay, if I just stay at this level, or like at the bottom, I'm fine. If he's right there, yeah. Completely fine. Don't believe this guy can see, but always go around him. It's a guy that walks around here, but that's also fine. And then there's like no one here. Why is the erratic weather animation playing here? What? Why is it... What? Wait, why is it doing this? It just has it? Interesting. Weird. Okay, it doesn't affect too much for me. Okay, this is where I need to be. So there is a trainer here, but he's way off to the left. I don't have to worry about it at all. I will catch. I've kind of accepted. I will catch Latios, and Amorous. I will run from Landorus, Tornadus, Cresselia. Those are the only 6 I can get. I already have Thunderous. I don't think I have it. I don't have it set up well. I want to remove all of these. Register you to select. Register you to list. Yeah. Alright, start the timer on the hunt. I don't need to scan on the right side. I don't know what I'm doing. I only scan on 130. I already have done 129 encounter. I think that was the Latios the first time around. Or no, it was Cress. My order went... Yeah, I went Latios, Cresselia, then Thunderous. There are no dive spots on this route to reset. Theoretically. Oh, there we go. Alright, that didn't take too long, eh? Took like half a song. Repel is up. Level 90 lead. Just don't go right. Alright. Holy. Holy. Get in my belly, bro. I'm not even gonna think. Oh, that's like 5 extra routes to go get Mons, too? God damn, that was possibly best case scenario. Yeah, now I can actually go for Weavile, huh? Ooh. I guess it depends on that route. Alright, where's this gal from? I got the full clubhouse. I would argue against that, but also the fact that I hit... Like, it's the fact I hit Thunderous and Amorous in 4 tries, right? Like, combined. For these 2 roamers. 2 of the better roamers. Man, I'm gonna be pumping so many scales into my Dragapult. Oh my god, that guy is gonna get roided out. Because, like, it's got to be like a Pult E4. It kind of has to be, right? He's getting a nature change. He's getting bulk. He's probably getting max attack. Like, he already has a max special. Yeah, 1 or 2 bulk skills. Yeah, its speed might be fine. I think I know what this gotta be named. Possibly. Maybe it's not super fitting, but... For probably the last really important Pokemon that I can be getting in this run, it feels a little fitting. Wow. Okay. So... How do I know? I guess I just go down to... I've put it down here. Namorous. Oh, no, don't edit that. Just type. No Zoroark for me. Yeah, right on top, yeah. I just put it down here as well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so I still have Sharpedo route, 2 Aerodactyl chances, 132 where I can go for Frostlass, and shitty-ass 133 where I guess I can go for Lantern, who does some stuff in some Victory Road fights. And is also a Mon in my box to sack, so... Also, if I miss Sharpedo, I could go for it again on 133. It's lower odds, but that's probably worth doing if I miss Sharpedo. I could fish for it. Something to note. I'm happy I caught that. There's also... Well, there's Sharpedo on 131. But, yeah, I would just go for that one first, I suppose. Get me out of here. I could just go around and get a bunch of catches, but I feel like I should just check the roamer first and then go do a bunch of catches after. That was so fast, too. That took like 6 minutes. There you are. Neutral nature. Completely fine. My Thundurus is also neutral. Okay. That is a 2-scale goat. That is completely fine. High bulk. I will take that. Like, I can't really... I could never be disappointed with this mon, right? There's literally no way I could ever be disappointed with this unless it's, like, minus speed. Wait, both my roamers were 0 special attack. How did that happen? Like actually 0. That's crazy. Bit more than 2. Has to be plus for Yveltal. I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so I have 13 scales in total. A scale guzzler. I see. I have kind of just been hoping I have the proper scale econ. Because I have some guys who... like, don't need much. The problem is Dragapult needs a ton. Tailwind is a scale. Yeah, Draining... Oh, is Draining Kiss? Well, I don't have the TM anyways. It's always a scale, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, Draining Kiss scale, Tailwind scale. And then, like, Moonblast. What else do you run on this? What's the 4th move? Like Rock Tomb? Speed Control or something? Yeah, just a flex slot, I suppose. Like, you're not clicking Hurricane, right? That's... Yeah, I know Misty Explosion is very good here. Hi, Cole. I've seen some Misty Explosion, but that usually doesn't get taught till, like, you know, the 4th or the 5th fight. No, it gets an Emrys gets a Rock Tomb for speed control. It also gets Rock Smash for defense drop, so that could be interesting as well. Cannot tutor back Hurricane. Oh, yeah, I guess not. Weird. Yeah, Tailwind is just barely a scale, eh? I'll throw that in the Discord. Windows noise incoming. There it is. Well, this makes the Togekiss encounter kind of irrelevant, huh? Makes this thing kind of redundant. I still like it. I think it's fun. But it's just kind of... I guess... Togekiss has more Spadef, doesn't it? Yeah, Togekiss is bulkier. Yeah, it does get Follow Me too. I have looked at that. It's still alright. Like, there is genuinely a world where I do Togekiss over Enamorus if I need Follow Me more than Tailwind. But Tailwind is crazy. So... Bestow would also be fire. Scaling for Bestow would be so sick. Give a teammate do like Choice Scarf Bestow after they use a gem, and then they have Scarf. Wait, would they be locked into that move? How does that work? If they got the Scarf, no, yeah, that does fuck with them, right? Or no, it depends on the speed order. Because obviously if you're Choice Scarf, you can't be faster than your teammate. Because otherwise they still have their item. Lock only happens when you click a move, start the turn holding the item. So what if you... So what if Togekiss is faster than your teammate, has no item? You click Bestow and give the Scarf, and then, like, in that same turn, then the teammate attacks while they have Scarf. Like, they didn't start the turn with the item. That doesn't lock. That would be crazy. Also, how the fuck would I test that? How would I ever test that to make sure that is true? I'd have to find, like, some optional double. Maybe, like, a super old Mega Stone fight? Like an old Mega Lopunny fight to test that? You get to choose your next move. Crazy. Does it dynamic speed, though? Would you effectively just get 2 Choice Scarfs that turn? If you did Bestow Choice Scarf? Like, it... Now I'm just really curious about that more than the Enamorus. Bestow Lychee. Interesting, yeah. Well, Bestow doesn't, like, force them to eat it, right? Fling, like, makes the item be consumed if it's a berry. I don't know if Bestow does that. Yeah, it could just be pre-damaged. Yeah, you would have to be firing off, like, you'd have to be going +1 and using, like, some crazy spread move. Lychee, Bestow Lychee Berry to Garchomp Earthquake. You mean Unburden, but yeah. Yeah, I do have this guy. That wouldn't work though, right? Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, you can give him the speed boost and then give him an item back. Zekrom kill? I see. Okay. I guess let's go do some other encounters then. I need to be a bit safer on these, but they shouldn't be too bad. Wise Glasses Ape. Hell yes. Oh, does it do too much? Okay. Awesome. Boosted Aura Sphere enough for Mamo. Damn. God, Mamo is so frail, eh? Alright, let's bring some bulky guys. Go Let's go win the coin flip for Sharpedo. I have to go to Route 127. I have not done an encounter there yet. I could also consider the grass, but I don't know. The only real goat grab there is, like, Heracross, right? And it's 13%. This is a coin flip for basically Aerodactyl or Archeops, both of which are very, very nice in Victory Road. Yeah, I pretty much always should just go for the water on 127 and 126. I don't remember if I saved, but I definitely should. $127 is right there. Yeah. I know how to get there. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Deselect, register to list. Register to list. List. Then I always put, like, bike on select. Okay. Repel is active. Yeah, I'd be on 128. I just know this route better. Still pretty fast. Alright, so we have Gyarados dupe, we have Milotic dupe. By surfing, this is a coin flip between Ludicolo and Sharpedo. I could have done this a long time ago, but you know, I wanted to keep as many roamer routes as possible. Maybe this could have saved, like, a Pokemon from getting sacked to Kyogre, but it was Honchkrow, man. Don't feel too bad about that. Let's see Sharpedo. This Sharpedo could be the worst thing in the world, but if I just get it, that's good enough. Dupe. I don't actually have a Milotic yet, but I have Feebas, so it's a dupe. Okay. That's a really good chance to get an Aerodactyl. That is really, really, really good chance to get an Aerodactyl, and at the very least get something very good. Archeops is still solid. Level 72. I definitely cannot chip you with, like, any Pokemon I brought. I should have maybe put, like, S-Toss on my something. Jack still has a Bagon in his box, yeah. It's awful. Never used it once. Catch rate is 60. That's, like, pretty solid, no? For Quick Ball? This says flip turn should fail, right? Okay, I can stay in here for a bit. That was highest damage. And it did 60, so I can get defense dropped, but that's completely fine. I got some net balls. Back on sack for tempo. It would be a really good bit. Just like, oh man, I need a sack here. The Lysopod can't take it. Yeah, super low level, like, Shelgon double battle baiting would be cool. Citrus. Nice. You could have had a third Protectmon this whole time. Wait, did you level up your Bagon? Oh no, Shelgon just gets it at a super low level. I see, I see. Okay. Only Shelgon scale. I gotcha. Yeah. Does it say that here? Yeah, protect Mence. Oh man. Yeah, you could have maybe used this mod like a little bit. Yeah, Intim Protect. Maybe a bit hard to use, but pretty neat. Said it was ass. Alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're intimming, you're inherently just making the ranges that you need to protect bait, like, even lower and even tighter, so that's generally gonna be rough. Yeah, it would at least be something for you. Yeah, Shelgon just keeps Rockhead, so you could do that. Any, I'm like out of name ideas, man. I've done like 70 of these or something. I'm out. Any Sharpedo heads? Where the fuck is this guy from? This guy's probably never coming to a fight. I think I have a Florida. Or maybe was it just Miami? Might have just been Miami. I do not have a Florida. Sure. I don't know that this guy is ever leaving the box. I guess I have access to the Mega, but... Throw this Repel back on. Let's go get a fossil. So, I have Corviknight. What is the catch rate on you? 45. Stone Edge, Dual Wing Beat, Double Edge, Tailwind. So you do have a recoil move, but that's fine. I know I have Secret Power on you. That's actually pretty good. And I could Heal Pulse. So Slowbro is nice here. I'll heal up. Actually, I should never just lead Urshifu. I always have to switch it out, I think. Honestly, it's kind of bad to bring here, but I'm not going to think too hard about it. Got 5 other Pokemon. I can lead Garchomp. That is a great lead. Now I just go right over here. Route 126. This is by surfing. Oh, wow. Okay, I never thought about this. Oh. No, I have a Namorous. There's no way this is worth it when I have a Namorous. But if I didn't get a Nam, I could fish for guaranteed Starmie on this route instead of taking Aerodactyl, thus duping out Starmie in Victory Road, giving me like a 1 in 3 chance for Primarina. Just pass up Arrow for a chance. Yeah, it's still a pretty bad chance at Prim, and the other guy is useless. Samurott is awful, and also insanely hard to catch. I mean, Prim seems very, very good, but I gotta take this Pokemon. I changed my lead. Garchomp, yeah. Garchomp cannot click a move. It cannot Rock Tomb them. Maybe it's not a great lead. Maybe just Corviknight is fine. I think Brave Bird them at the very least. There he is. All right. Oh, it's Rockhead. I don't think that matters at all, though, right? You don't run any recoil moves on this guy? Yeah, no. Okay. It's Rockhead, though. I guess theoretically Unnerve would probably be better. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, Unnerve at least can do something. This guy runs no recoil moves. Alright, this is probably like a 1 in 4 to catch. Off Quick Ball. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. Victory Road Unnerve. Gotcha, yeah. Well, but don't you Mega it and it just gets Tough Claws anyways? I would imagine when you use it. Maybe not. Like, it probably gets some usage out of its base form. Ooh, will this fit? I actually like this name for you. Oh, I don't know if it'll fit. Wait. Oh, it won't. I wanted to do Mount McKinley, but it won't fit. It'll fit if I do it like this. Just looks a little weird. Sure. Alright, we're just gonna keep bouncing around. That's the arrow? Shit, I could do every encounter today and get my full box, and then theoretically calc the entire game. Oh, no. Oh, this route is awesome! Wait, can I dupe Bruxish anywhere else? No, okay. Route 131 surfing is 67% Bruxish, 33% Salamence. Gotta do Mega Arrow. Yeah, that is one thing I did consider when at around the one fight or the one spot around Sky Pillar. Like, I thought, oh, maybe I should pull my 126 and 127. Because that fight is going to be really tough outside of rain. There is maybe a world where I don't even do that fight until the 99 cap. And that's kind of what I would think. So I need to get to 131. It's east of Pacific Log. So I know Arrow goes hard in Victory Road, but I feel like it can do a fair bit of what it needs with just a choice item instead of the Mega Stone. But then, like, you know, you don't have the choice items for other Pokemon on other guys, so it's give and take, but the Tough Claws dual wing beat. Yeah. That is true. My Repel is off and on. Okay, I just need to come here. Oh, the Stunfisk pull would be really funny. The Stunfisk pull would be kinda awesome. It's not even that likely, though. I'm not checking. I'm not checking them until I get all the encounters. We're gonna do, I think it's five guys. I got this route and 132 and 133, and then I'll hold on Victory Road. I think I'll do a final like assessment for Victory Road. So this is 67% Bruxish, 33% Salamence. Bruxish obviously completely useless. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I should go for that. I should go for Victory Road to guarantee... Because if I guarantee Bruxish, then I have Bruxish. Or I could just hit it here. Save my Victory Road encounter. Doop. I should lead a faster Pokemon. Okay. I should probably lead a faster Pokemon like Shifu. And if I get Mence, I'll just switch out. Nice arrow dupe. Do I outspeed this? Let's be a little careful here. Max speed Aerodactyl, level 80. I mean, I probably don't, right? There's no shot. Yeah, no, I definitely don't. Okay, I need to switch. Or... So this... Maybe I can just kill it. Dual Wing Beat is the one move I'm worried about here. It's possible I could just kill it with, like, close combat. Dual Wing Beat off max attack. Never kills me with double crit. And if it's max bulk, my close combat always kills. I never died to double crit dual wing beat off a max attack guy, so this is fine. Shifu can be faster than this. Okay, it was not. That was a crit. This guy's Rockhead as well. Yep, completely fine. It's the first time I've heard that jingle. Never killed a wild. Basque Legion lead. What would Basque do? This bulky guy? Ghost always runs? I did not know that, no. What? Yeah, sure, I'll lead him. I've never known that. I guess it makes sense, right? They can escape Magma Storm and they can escape Shadow Tag. It's never been necessary. Yeah, I'll lead Legion. It's probably better than you here, honestly. Okay, if it's a thing they just added for Run and Bun, then it makes sense that I didn't know about that. Come on now. It's vanilla? As of when? Okay. Sure. You can always run from anything in Gen 6. Or, like, in vanilla games. It's easy as hell to run from stuff. Whatever. Show me the Bruxish. There it is. Yeah! Alright. I think it would have been a little silly if I got... Wait, okay. If I hit the Salamence, would I have gotten every single Pokemon from that one Game Corner pool? Where is that? It's back here. Oh, no, it's batch 6. No. Okay, not quite. If I hit Victory Road Komowo, I get every single Badge 7 Game Corner Pokemon. Without ever pulling that Game Corner. Oh, that would be awesome. You should never kill me, right? Even if you're like the funny ability. What do you have? Strong Jaw, that's the one. Strong Jaw. You're level 80. You got... Oh, you do have Crunch. Okay, let's be a little careful here. Oh, this can definitely kill me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, get out of there. I didn't realize this thing had Crunch. This thing might be annoying to catch. Its catch rate is pretty good, but... Ice Fang, Liquidation, Psychic Fangs? There's the Psychic Fangs. Doesn't do much. We want to see Psychic Fangs, because that cannot drop me at all. Liquidation... What was the other one? Ice Fang. Yeah. Wow, I could not type that at all. Make you adamant. Oh, that's right, I have Fake Tears. I can't... I thought I had Smart Strike. I cannot chip this. I can just netball it. Most I ever take is 44% from a Liquidation crit. Which is a lot, if I'm being completely honest. I kind of want to heal now. You are faster. You're always faster, I think. It's a bit unfortunate. Let's go ahead and switch now. Can't really use Torterra. Or Slowbro, or Garchomp. We just kind of have to reset drops on Goodra. And then go Corv. Maybe I can accept one drop. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Switching just, like, isn't getting me anywhere, though, right? Because I can just switch in on another drop. Can I ever chip this with anything? Maybe Heavy Slam? Your Min Bulk? Minus defense, crit. This can never kill Bruxish. This Heavy Slam can never kill. Nice. Yeah. Min bulk, that crit max roll does 97%. This should probably catch, I would imagine. Yeah. Man, what the hell do I name you? You can be Marina, or the Marina Trench. I can't fit Trench, so just Marina. Oh, is it the Mariana Trench? Oops. All right. Here, we'll do this. This mod's not leaving the box, so I don't care if I mess up its name. Not a scary catch at all. It was 131, Bruxish. Tempo Sec? Yeah. Mons in the box are always something. Can never be mad about Mons in the box. Did me well through hideouts. Did me well through Seafloor Cavern. Always nice to have Mons in the box. I should definitely not lead Basculegion here. I'm getting rid of Garchomp because it's not great for this next encounter. Spat. Urshifu is actually much better here, bulk-wise. I just do like Shifu lead. Leech, I don't want Legion here. Bisharna's tough. Azumarill, I guess. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and save, because I've done a couple encounters now. Make sure they don't go away on accident. So now we're getting to the routes that I just literally have not gone on at all, and I don't know how to navigate. Sacked 3 to 4 per fight? Jeez. Yeah, I guess if you know what you're bringing, then you can kind of just rip them. Alright, 132. Ooh. Oh, I know how to get here. I don't need to... The next route, I need to think about how I'm moving. It's just right here. Alright. This is one that actually kind of matters, or could matter. By surfing here, this is 57% Frostlass, 43% Jellicent. We kinda want to see Frostlass, because it is a dupe alongside Glalie in Victory Road. Yep. Okay. Okay. Do you have freeze dry? What do you got? Pretty high catch rate. You have Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Hex, and Will-O-Wisp. What if you got in the Quick Ball? Cool. That was pretty likely in a Quick Ball. 75 catch rate. Snowland. I have an idea for the name of you. You could be... Oh, does Nova Scotia fit? It's technically 2 words. It fits if I put them together. It's like... I have to look up how it... No, it's just it's Scotia. None of it. Little too slow. Maybe for the next guy. Alright. There is one more encounter before Victory Road. Problem is it's on Route 133, which I don't really know how to get to safely without accidentally starting an optional fight. It's to the left of me, which requires going through this hell. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's like this Ronald guy at the bottom. He actually seems like he has a almost legit team, if I'm being completely honest. I remember looking at him, I think he's back on the Quan split. Yeah, Ronald is like required to get a heart scale and a candy, I think. Yeah, this guy. Frostlass lead, Reuniclus, Barraskewda, Golisopod, Gyarados. Reuniclus with Future Sight? Like, it's a little iffy. Yeah, I gotta do him at some point, so... I do have Shifu lead. I think Torterra can fight Barraskewda. Golisopod... I don't have a great Golly answer. And I don't have a great Gyarados answer. So let's go Swapper Box a little bit. Grab like Magnezone for the Gyarados. Where am I going? Yeah, Magnezone for Gyarados. I don't know who I want for Golisopod. That could also be Magnezone, but doesn't have to be. I guess that could be Thunderous, because it resists the first impression. Still kind of gets hit by Sucker Punch, though. E4 tonight? You know it. Yeah, you know me too well. Alright, Magnezone. I guess Goodra's alright for Golisopod. I kind of want to always keep Corviknight on the squad. Aju's replaceable. And maybe... I mean, I just use Urshifu for Frostlass and Reuniclus, right? Garchomp is probably a really good guy to bring, just in general. Yeah, it's an alright squad. The thing is, I'll have to do, like I'll plan out the E4, right? I'll have to do, like, a roundup stream, because there are tons of scales and candies and items that I just haven't gone and grabbed. So I need to go... I need to go here and fight Ronald. Yeah. Oop. Yeah. As long as you just go in that bottom third, it looks like you go to Ronald. I'll pull up the calc just to be safe, but I mean I have a massive level advantage here. Is he in the calc? He's not. Okay. Frostlass, level 80. Dies to Wicked Blow. This can outspeed me, actually. I didn't think about how fast this guy is. Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball. Let's just see what happens. It doesn't outspeed me? Oh, no, yeah. No, I don't know why. I thought it was faster than it was. I was treating it like a wild where it could be plus speed, but obviously everything is just bashful. Alright. Do you see close combat KO? I imagine you do. And that is why you came in. Not even close. I can kind of stay in here, but I probably shouldn't, because I want this HP for Reuniclus, just in case. I can go Torterra on you. That is completely safe. Close combat, so my Earthquake kills. Perfect. Go ahead and heal up. Earthquake kills. Oh, now you liquidate. Of course. This probably gets... I don't even know. Like, Gyarados bounce, maybe? Actually, I might get Golisopod slow kill for, like, first impression. Okay, it does go Gyarados. I am -1 defense. Gyarados. Level 80 with bounce. Yep, this always sees KO. So it will go for bounce. So I go Magnezone. It's got flying normal. I didn't really think about the fact that I'm gonna miss here. Wait, can Thunder hit during bounce? Oh, it can. Wait, no, he's gonna go first, isn't he? He's probably faster. Yeah, he's faster. I just T-bolt. Dang. That'd have been sick. Should I count these in, like, the kill count? I guess it's a required optional. It's just, like, not a real fight. I don't know. Uniclus. Let's go to this. Completely fine. I'm not gonna count this fight. They don't even have items. And Galisopod. There is a future sight, so I gotta be a little careful. Bengali, kill me. Level 80. I think first impression would be highest damage. Maybe liquidation. This cannot do anything to me. Just kill into. It's fine. I'll go back and heal so I, have PP and HP on everyone. Get a different squad. Nice sucker. Okay, technically beat that guy. Sure. A little faster. Okay. Garchomp is kind of bad. I think the Lantern has Ice Beam. Citrus on you. So here to get to Ronald. Then where do I go? So this just goes directly to the left. And I need to pass one girl. Oh wait, no, if I go up, I can dodge just one trainer. If I go from here... Yeah, perfect. What would have happened if I went on the tile where the guy was? So this guy only faces down and left. And just walk past him. And then you just walk up and down. Cool. This is the 132 scale. What's this ping? Alright. How the hell do I get to the rare candy? You have to do a separate route to get the candy? I guess? Oh, and there's two ways you get pushed. Alright, I think I want to get pushed up on 133. No, I can get pushed all the way off the route. Wait, I need to actually be careful about where I go here. So that lines up with those rocks. I think this is fine. This is a fine spot for me to go. The only item on 133 is a Gyarados site, and I'm not prepped for that fight. So if I just go from where I'm at, right here, I'll get to some water. Perfect. And now it's encounter time. So, this is Lantern or Dragalge. I could also fish and include Overquill and Electros in that pool. I think Lantern and Dragalge are generally better than those two Pokemon, though. So I'm gonna Surf. This would actually be a great encounter to have brought my Synchro Musharna, but I'm not going to think too hard about that, because I'd have to do that again. My only dupe here is Kingdra, which... Hi! Okay. Hi again. Bro is really mad I sacked him on Matt. Alright, that's kind of the one I wanted, honestly. Both of these are like whatever, but I think Lantern has a bit more usefulness for what's left in the game, so... Very nice. I think this can be used on like 2 fights. Even just as like a bulky Icy Wind lead to then set up for a different guy. Your catch rate is 75. You have Hydro Pump, that is easily your highest damage here. Wow, that Hydro does a lot, I gotta get out. The problem is... this guy has Ice Beam, so I cannot use Torterra. And I can't use Slowbro, and I can't use Corviknight. I did not really think this through that well. Go get him, Goodra. Goodra... okay. Sure. So what are your other moves? T-Bolt, Ice Beam. Pump still gotta be the highest damage here. Cannot get crit. Let's make you... modest. Oh, I had it at level 100 in the calc, but I definitely still had to switch out. Can I attack you? I think I can depulse it once. Naughty. Dragon Pulse crit never KOs. Does, again, 97% max. That doesn't work. Ooh, I know what I'm naming you. Nice. This one actually probably would have been better as the Mariana Trench, but you get to be Rapture from Bioshock. It's a good one, actually. It's just a good name in general. So now I have a choice to make, and it's really just between... Oh, that pool is so crazy. I can either pull B1F right now, or I can wait for a 40% chance at Weavile, and I think that is probably the play. Is there more stuff to the left here, by the way, that I should just get while I'm here? 134 has, like, candies, doesn't it? Or scales? No? I thought it did. It does. Oh, it's right there. How do I get there? If I just go from where I'm at... Oh, no, that doesn't actually work. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of here. Obviously, I already have the 134 encounter. That's, I think, my Barraskewda from Surf Sim. Alright. Full... what sim would this be? Roamer sim, I guess? Full Roamer sim check. Only, like, 2 of these matter, really. IV-wise and stat-wise. This is all of them. We'll save you for last. Torpedo neutral? Is it always rough skin? I kind of assume it is. It is. Alright. Not bad. That guy's fine. Again, like, most of these guys, it's like... maybe usable in one fight, right? They just don't... they aren't great enough. This guy basically needs his Mega to really do anything. And then it doesn't have an item. It's alright. But it also does not come with the one move that it needs to actually do anything, which is Crunch. So he really is doing nothing. Strongjaw, it gets Strongjaw on Mega, and it does not have Crunch. So good job, man. It's got Flip Turn, though. Something. And it doesn't get tutored any jaw moves. Oh, well, I saw that early. That's whatever. Naughty Lantern, that kind of sucks. I should have synchroed this. 30 special attack. That's whatever. Maybe this guy doesn't get used. I really would need him for, like, some special bulk in a fight, but... unfortunate guy. I mean, he has the moves. Just get Surf. Maybe usable. Dazzling, not Strongjaw. Not very good. Gentle. Also, whatever. What the fuck are those IVs, man? Why did you get those? Okay. That's dumb as hell. Why could this have been Lantern? Like, even ignoring the 31 attack, this would be insane on Lantern. The bulk is crazy. Wants to be... I know E4 or Bruxich has been champed, right? I don't need to carry that torch. I mean, the ability, or the nature is awful. And in my head, also, the ability is awful, but I guess, I don't know. I feel like it would probably want to be strong draw to do anything. But maybe it's there for dazzling support. Timid? Alright. I mean, this mon is not great. This mon was only caught for Weavile dupe, hopefully. It's got no stats at all. How did you sync those up? God damn. That's crazy. Almost zip code? That's almost like phone number. That's awesome. That's almost pin code. With the 444. That's sick. Alright, the one that actually matters is next. Brave? Minus speed hurts, but maybe workable. That's plus attack. Oh! Oh! Okay. That's pretty good. God damn. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, it really wants the speed, and because it, like, minus nature really hurts on a high base, right? It's gonna miss some speed tiers, but man, is it gonna slam some stuff with dual wing beat. Pretty good. Very nice. And then obviously, you know, the one that actually mattered. As well. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about that Scolipede. That thing seems demon. Getting rid of that would be very nice. Scolipede is really fast though. Right, so Scolipede is base 112, and I imagine it's like Jolly. I don't know if I'm not speeding that. What is that Scolipede? Let's see. Cool Trainer Samuel, 268, an Aerodactyl at level 95, Brave 31. It does not outspeed. But its attack was so good, it OHKOs that Scolipede with Choice Scarf. Yeah, I just go Scarf and it kills. Like, it sucks to commit that scanner, but man, removing the Scolipede is super important. It is just so cringe. Like, that's still worth it entirely. I wonder if Mega would get there. Like Mega gets a speed boost, doesn't it? Aerodactylite. So it becomes Mega Arrow. Yeah, Mega Arrow is faster. It gets Tough Claws and it does like 200%. Yeah, it does. The 20 base speed increase is enough to just kill. And then that would free up the scanner item for someone else. But obviously takes the Mega slot. This guy honestly might want Scarf, though. Because if it's base Aerodactyl, it outspeeds Mega Blaziken after a speed boost. So if it can come in on Flare Blitz, it could, oh, it doesn't actually kill. Oh, and that's with Tough Claws. It wouldn't have that ability. Yeah, it doesn't kill. Never mind. But it could come in off like a Golly exit off close combat, and then Scarf KO the Mega Blaziken. Yeah, it can only Oko if I get a CC drop, which would just require Golly. But like Golly can get a double exit off of close combat for sure. Somewhere else in the fight, maybe like a Zen Headbutt from Tauros or something. All right, very, very nice. For all these guys in the calc, and I'll probably post some screenshots of just like the squad in general. Very nice haul. There is one encounter left in the game. Not gonna do it today. And I mean, outside of that one, like, this is the box, you know? And I have tons of tools still. These are all, outside of maybe Lantern, like, these 3 are just fodder now, and that's always good to have. Like, they could just go down there. Honestly, even something like Musharna is just fodder at this point. And start throwing Mons away. Obviously, if I don't need to, I won't. But there are some fights in here that are absurd. I was looking at one fight, the Sun fight. Oh my god, that Drought fight looks crazy. I might, like... It's very possible I have to sack something like Centiskorch there. Because that Ninetales is Demon. Just gotta keep the good stuff alive. Get rid of things like this. Lantern also, like, if I used Lantern, it would be, like, killing one thing and then dying. I think on the Rain fight... What is your speed? Your speed kind of matters. I believe it can outspeed that Pelipper if it's high enough. Yeah, this one. Lantern 95. Yeah, mine will not. Because it could theoretically outspeed Oko this Pelipper. But honestly, it just kind of takes a Hydro Pump instead. It's not even a big deal. But I guess being at full is what would bait. The idea is to bait Mega Swampert, and then you sack to it and get a free entry with a guy like Torterra. Because you can't switch in on this. There's just no way. And you want your sack to be clean, so it can't power up punch on your sack, because then Torterra does not beat it. If this guy ever power-ups, you don't kill. Also, I have Woodhammer, which makes this inherently, like, really scary. I'll need, like, Citrus, so I don't die to Recoil, because I don't have Giga Drain. It's really tough. There's some brutal fights in here, but that's what having a big box is for. Alright, so what I will try to do... I can tick these off. I am not going to do any more encounters or any fights, and I'm not going to sit here and calc. Those 4, yeah. I'm going to try to calc the Mega Arrow fight. You know, try to see if I can figure that out. I imagine I might need a sack, but that's pretty reasonable to get that beast of a Pokemon online for Victory Road. And then probably calc out, like, half of what's left in Victory Road. I think there's something like 11 fights in here that I need to do. So if I get, like, 6 of them, then I'll stream that, because I don't want to do 11 fights all in one stream. There's just no way. I feel like I would miss something if I tried to do that many. And then do the second half with Vito. Have that be another stream. And then maybe like round up any other things, right? If I need Slowbro Night, then I gotta go do those fights, and that could be one more stream, and then E4. And that's kind of it. I mean, there could potentially be a lot of optionals that I need to do if I need like some of these berries, like the Roselli berry and the I don't need Scissorite, but red card, Slowbro Knight, and the eject buttons I definitely need. Well, not need, but will likely need. Dragon Gem Rocky Helmet, super big. Body Press, also very big. Lychee Salak Pataya, extremely big items. So go ahead and save one more time. And we're gonna find someone to hopefully raid. See if I recognize anyone streaming Run and Bun right now. Some of these people, when I look up Run and Bun, just they're not even playing Run and Bun. I don't know how they pop up. We'll go ahead and we'll raid Orin again. Looks like they're on a decent. I think they are about to do Brawly, so 3125. Hang out and watch Orin's Brawly. It looks like they're about to use a Boltund, so that'll be good. But yeah, I'll generally just like basically any stream I do now for this game, I'll post it in Deckcord. Yeah, thanks for hanging. Goodbye. GG Roamer Sim. I'll post some screenshots of it later.